Hi everyone, just thought I'd do a quick update on Gus, my Crested Gecko's tank, because a few things have changed. I bought a couple new things, just stuff like that, and also give you a brief update on how he's doing. So the first new installment is this live plant. It's a water lily. My substrate is orchid bark, so I don't have soil on the bottom, so it's still in its pot, but the pot is covered up with bark so he can't get contaminated with anything. It's thriving. I've had it a few weeks now, and it's under the growth light that comes with the tank setup that I bought. So yeah, it's doing really well and sending up loads of flowers and things, and they're safe to have in Crested Gecko tanks because they won't eat the leaves, which can sometimes be dangerous. So like if I had a tortoise or whatever that would eat the leaves, I wouldn't put that in there. So yeah, that's doing well. Other than that, I've got the things that I had at the start I've changed around. So this fake bendy branch thing, I've stuck it in the back there in the polystyrene so it comes around and he has like a midway up the tank area to go on, and then it comes over to a food bowl and stuff. And then there's that branch in the back that's now leaning up there and covered with all the foliage, so that's sometimes where he goes during the day to sleep. And then what I said in my other video, I'm pretty sure, is that he spends a lot of time on the floor, which he still does for whatever reason. But yeah, so currently he's underneath, I don't think you can see him, but he's underneath that piece of wood at the back. And also I've noticed that in places like Pets at Home, where they sell wood and branches for terrariums, you can actually get much like bigger things from the aquarium bit much cheaper. Like that piece of wood, which is quite big, you might not be able to tell on camera, but it's quite big and really heavy. It was like £8 maybe, and then a piece of driftwood similar to that size in the terrarium bit is like £16. It's really expensive for some reason. So yeah, I bought that instead, and then this is just one of the branches that costs a lot of money, and it's only small but it's enough for him to walk on. And then there's another branch back there. And also this is a jelly pot, which is like a treat for crested geckos and other lizards, but it's normally given to insects that they feed from to give the nutrients to them, but it can be used as a treat. And Gus doesn't, where I got him, he was being fed crickets every day at 4 o'clock or something, and apparently there was rapashi offered, but not that I saw. And he basically began select feeding, is my guess, because he only eats crickets, which is really frustrating. So I'm trying to give him everything. I started off with this Zoomed, which isn't a very good gecko food, so then I moved on to Pangea, watermelon and mango. He never ate that. And then yesterday I bought rapashi, and I bought it from Pets Corner, which because there wasn't any in Pets at Home, and in Pets at Home I think it's a tenner, and then in Pets Corner it was £13. So the food's quite expensive, and he just doesn't eat any of it. I've tried everything. There's rapashi in here that I just took out because it's a day old, and got that jelly pot. It looks like someone's been eating, but I went over it with a fork and mashed it up so he could actually get bits, because I don't see how they're meant to eat the jelly pots when they're not mashed up. So yeah, it's really annoying. He sometimes eats some of the Pangea if I like put it on his mouth and he licks it off, but when it's in there overnight he'll only eat crickets, and that's like, he has a really good food drive for crickets, just nothing else. So I'll leave pots of everything overnight and he just doesn't touch any of it. Like in there's the Zoomed, that's the jelly pot, and there was rapashi, and then I've just given up on Pangea because he never touched it, so I'm moving on to different things, but it's just not working. So if anyone's got any, I don't know, pointers, ideas on how to fix that, I got him from Pets at Home because normally I don't buy like animals like guinea pigs or anything from Pets at Home, because it's not the best place to source them, but they only have like one Crested Gecko in at a time. There's only one Crested Gecko big tank, and so yeah, they're not like overbred for them or anything, and as far as I know he was treated really well. He was a decent weight and there was no health complications with him. It's just he only eats crickets and it's really annoying. And but yeah, as far as I know he would have been there since he was younger, so I guess he just became accustomed to only eating them. It's really annoying, but with the crickets I've got, I just feed them the best things like fruits, veg, and they've got bug grub, which is like the little mushed up flakes and seeds and whatever they eat as their grain part of their diet. And then now I give them jelly pots and things just to try and get their nutrients into him, and every cricket I give him I dust it with the nutrable thing, which is like calcium and multivitamins. So as I say, he's doing fine. Like, I think I've had him 2 or 3 months or something. He's absolutely fine. He's put some weight on, but it's just from the crickets, and it's really irritating because I wouldn't even have to give him crickets if he was just eating the food, because it's a complete diet for them, and it'd be much simpler to just give him that, and I'd feel much better about how he's doing if he was just eating the full balanced diet, because then I know he's getting everything. I've even tried making my own, like I've blended real fruits up like peaches and bananas and strawberries and grapes and all that stuff to try and get him to eat that, and he still doesn't touch it. He's less interested in that than he is in the actual Pangea or anything, so I'm just at a lost cause really. I don't know what he wants. I've realised that I'm rambling a bit, guys. I'm at a loss really. I don't really know what to do with him in terms of his diet, and yeah, I'm sure half of you clicked off by now, but it's just really irritating that he doesn't want to eat the food that everyone recommends. And the bug grub has been suggested to me by Rapashi, which is like a mix of bugs and the gecko food, I think, but I just don't really want to be wasting all my money on food that he isn't going to eat, so that's probably going to be my last resort. So I'll buy that and see how things go, but then I feel like I just have to take the crickets out of his diet completely, and he really enjoys them, so I don't know if I want to do that. I even tried like not giving him crickets for a week, or I think it was like 5 days, to try and force him to eat the fruit mix, but then he just wasn't, and I got scared that he was gonna lose a load of weight or die, so I gave him crickets again. But I'm only giving him like 4 every 2 days or something, because I know you're not meant to give them crickets often, but if that's all he's eating, I want him to be able to still get enough nutrients from it, and if he's only having like 4 a week or whatever, I don't think he's gonna put on any weight or thrive. So yeah, that's where I'm at. And also with this tank, I wish I'd gone for other options, because this was £130, and the crickets escape because where that bark is stuffed up there, the wire that comes through which senses the temperature to know when to turn the light off automatically, there are holes at the back for the, I'll show you, cord to get in. I don't know if you can see them, and you can slide the thing across, which it is, but then when the lead is in there you can't swipe it like fully across. So the crickets manage to escape through there, and they also get stuck behind the polystyrene board because there's a space around it. It's just not great, and that means that they can escape from Gus even if he is hungry, so it's really annoying. I think he's just a strange gecko. He only eats crickets. He doesn't really like to climb that often. Like throughout the night he normally stays on that back there, just on that log, hunting, and he rarely comes up in the branches, and which is what a crested gecko should do. And this tank's pretty big for him anyway, but I want to upgrade to one of the 90cm tall ones, and then have a thinner one, so hopefully that will mean that he doesn't go on the floor, and then he'll actually eat his food. So yeah, this normally perches in there, because I've tried feeding on there with everything on the actual ledge that you're meant to feed them from, and he's just not interested. He hardly goes up there. So that's my little ramble. Please like and subscribe for more videos on Gus and other animals, and please leave a comment if you've got any suggestions. And thank you for watching this really long video. It's probably the longest video I've ever filmed, I'm sorry, but yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.